So what are the factions? There's the bottom team has 2 Cybers and a UEF. Top team Cyber and UEF set. I get no Aeon. Sure, why not? No, fuck Aeon.
Well, maybe they haven't vetted Kappa. But it seems like there's gonna be a lot of mass to fight over.
Yeah, remember the setup of the reclaim?
Yeah. There's a half a Paragon here in it.
Yeah, there is. Although it's quite spread out across the map, and funnily enough, I was actually thinking, like, when I was gonna leave it to the game to argue that, you said Finisterre better on this slot than on the left. I kind of disagree. I think Finisterre is better on Wi-Fi slots, mostly because it's easier to play. Finisterre is in the support slot, which means you have to fight your opponent in mid. If the right side needs help, you send help. If the left side needs help, you send help. It's kind of the all-round slot, and once again, because Finisterre sometimes he seems a bit lost, not knowing what to do, it's better to put like someone of his rating in a slot where it's easy to figure out what you have to do. For example, Wi-Fi slot is probably just skill, tech 1 spam, tech 3 land rush.
Yeah, more
Very
or less.
simple. It's like kinda it makes a lot more sense.
I mean, my idea was mostly that it's gonna be way more resources available on this position here. So
Well,
it makes...
I think Finisterre slots has more maxes available. However, in hindsight, Wi-Fi spawning guy makes more sense because he has way more reclaim available.
Yeah,
which,
that's also true.
but I didn't know that beforehand.
He's gonna have a way easier time grabbing all of it.
Yeah, funnily enough, Finisterre slot is so far away from any reclaim. Like, they put Blast, which is the best player from the top, in the center slot as well. It is a important support slot, but it's probably the hardest slot to play in my opinion. I actually, maybe in hindsight, I still would have rather have had Finisterre on the left. I think Blast and Finisterre slots are by far the hardest slots to play.
I mean, I guess it will depend on how exactly you wanna play them out, right? What exactly Svato and Wi-Fi have in mind for him to do.
That's true.
Because the man can as well just go for the monkey spam, right, on the middle, and
I mean, he's 100% gonna do that. He seems to be a Siren player, well, at least from this tournament. And he seems to kind of just Manta spam into Loya Rush, if it comes to that. Which seems, from it, it's fine to do. I mean, from every slot, it's fine to do. I guess it's harder to do from Wi-Fi slots. But again, no Aeon. Very weird. Blast being Seraphim, I don't like. Again, he's in the support slot. Harps are way stronger than Autumns on this map. Blazers are stronger than.
Yeah. I mean, even Bricks would be better or Loyas for the early spam, even UEF.
Yeah, but his teammates are already UEF and Siren, so it makes sense for him to not be UEF or Siren. I think Aeon in that slot is the perfect, because if you go T3 air, that's generally the slot you go T3 air into. And again, then you have restorers. And not Serra T3 air, which is just bad.
Yeah, I mean, there is nothing about Serra T3 air that you wanna go and use.
Like,
only on the tier 4 you finally have the Ahuasa to go and make a difference.
Yeah, but usually
you're
not the
far
one
away from the beginning of the game, it's hard to get there.
You don't really take that into consideration. Look at the scores, by the way. Wi-Fi is almost 50% up on score.
Yeah, I mean, just look at how many pigeons he made from the very beginning. The man was not waiting at all. He saw the mass and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna need the power, all of it.
It's very similar to the first game when he was also facing a hybrid on the hard skill slots, because they have the slots with most of the reclaim around them. And he was just out macroing, out scaling hybrid early game as well. He had the field transport drop on the top right corner, but even with that failing, he was still ahead of hybrid.
But honestly, it's not looking good for Finisterre right now. He lost the bomber to the Intis, he also lost the expanding engineer in the middle, and now the Celine is also gonna go and grab a kill on the T1 mass extractor.
I did not even see a bomber, I was too busy yapping.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, moves like that, it's unfortunate, but it's no big deal because of how much reclaim there is at this point on the map. And it's mostly about scaling. Like, of course, you don't want to lose it for free like that, but it's, compared to a more normal map, it's like early game trades like that you lose are nowhere near as bad. There's a single Selen in mid guiding a Mantis.
Oh yeah, here.
Okay, so there's a bomber from a Blast. Probably going straight for the engineer clump.
Oh, they're actually gonna move Oh no, it's the bumper cars all over the place. But they managed to actually spread out. And it's gonna get shot. No, they... only 2 kills? Could have been way worse because I saw 2 more coming there.
Yeah. Okay, that was worst case scenario prevented. Another transport drop from Wifi in the top left, but it has been spotted by the random scouts from, well, not the random scout, but the scout at the front from Vindex. So.
Yeah, although it's only Endranii, so I guess he was just trying to steal some mass. As long as he drops the engines, it's gonna be all fine, but no.
He's too late on almost all of these drops, he keeps getting shot down.
Yep, unlucky for him. Like, always coming so close to making it, but yeah. Always a second too late.
Yep, so early game Cybern is gonna be good on this map, because fast cement is
yeah, and there's many places where you can basically sneak them past. As we can see, Finnish they're actually trying to do. Yeah, also, let's go and take a look at how many engineers the players have. Wifi 40. Finisterre is only on...
Did you say Wi-Fi 40?
Yes.
Hybrid is on 22, which is the same slot.
Yeah, Finisterre is on 17 and Svato is on 30. I mean 27 actually.
Blast
so yeah, the bottom team is just sucking up all the mass available.
Yeah, the others, Blast is slightly ahead of Finisterre by, well, slightly ahead, he's 1.5 times as many, but it's
yeah, the bottom team actually have 3,000 mass more reclaimed, which is mostly thanks to...
Wi-Fi, I bet.
Yeah, he have already 13,000 reclaimed.
Wi-Fi seems to be playing great on these kind of maps, to be honest. Way better than I, to be honest, expected of him.
Yeah, I mean, when I hear of Wi-Fi, I think mostly of a 1v1 player and someone who is not that very good at echoing fast and grabbing the mass.
You can't be more wrong. He's a team game player.
Wait, then who am I thinking about?
I mean, maybe he used to play 1v1s ages ago?
I mean, I think he did, because there was a time when I didn't see him playing team games at all, like he was 1700 rated or something at that time. But it might have been like a year ago or something, so yeah, times have changed, right?
The last time he was 1700 was 4 years ago.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. You're just an old man. What can I say?
Exactly. But yeah, Wi-Fi is really putting nice pressure on Vindex here.
I mean, I'm kind of positively surprised. Like, to be fair, if I play team games, at least that's how it used to be. It's like a Wi-Fi. It's like he's not bad. Of course he's not bad. What am I saying? But it's like he always used to be overrated for his rating. But in these games, he's kind of carrying his weight. Like of course the last game where his drop failed, he got absolutely screwed, and his recovery was actually
it was splendid. Like this is what I want to see from my teammates in the games. Never give up and just fight on.
Oh, especially in a tournament. He's now trying to steal more reclaim with some drops, and every bit is... I mean, there's a massive army from Blast about to ruin his day, so it's probably...
I mean, they don't see the engineers, so they can still go and steal some of the mass. And so still they will.
If I compare now Wi-Fi to Hybrid, Hybrid is about to finish his first tech to PGen, while Wi-Fi is about to finish T3 land.
Yep. And the Titans are gonna be powerful on this map as hell.
Yeah, they are. Meanwhile, Vindex is spamming pillars, so he's gonna be in a very rough spot. And I think it's up to Blast to try and salvage this game. I say salvage like they're losing it, but there's a clear imminent threat, and I feel like if in like 5 minutes of time, Wi-Fi will be able to put out so much pressure that
yeah, those Titans are gonna be very nice to deal with. Especially as the time goes on, they're gonna build up and your T1 and T1 units are gonna be worth nothing at all. And making Loyas versus them is also not gonna pay off because you won't have enough of them, so we will have to somehow get the bricks out.
So, very important, the obvious glaring weakness of the bottom team is gonna be Finisterre, where he is up against Blast Shield. But Blast is Seraphim, which, once again, I don't like that at all. He's spamming Ilshis, but Ilshis are not known to be fast, they're known to be strong but slow.
Yeah, and also another problem is that there is always some ACU which can go and intercept them here on this map. There's just not that many points where you can actually go and sneak them past the enemy ACU.
I mean, there's quite a lot. There's like 33k reclaim left in the middle of the map. But so you can use them to secure that. But eventually, especially as Blast, you want to T3 rush because, I mean, you have to face like Titans from Wi-Fi, and there's already Tech 3 from Swato as well. Well, he's 95%, and he's gonna spam Loyas.
Yeah,
so
it's not gonna be nice.
He's gonna be outgunned.
Yeah, the T3 HQ have been finished and the Titans are already being produced. There is also T2 HQ finished by Wi-Fi, meaning he's gonna use the Stingers to keep on dropping the engineers to steal the mass.
Oh, is he?
Yes, he is.
Oh, that's
He
so
is using
good.
the Stingers to keep on dropping the T1 engines all over the place. Which is very fun to see, and yeah, FTX will have some explaining to do.
It's sad that he drops them and then he just forgets about them. I saw that with the earlier transport as well.
Yeah.
But I think what's important is that I'm kind of curious. Blast is gonna go T3 Air soon. He's making the setup for it right now, and obviously Finisterre is not gonna do it. So I'm curious who else is gonna do it. Seems like Swato is in some position to go T3 Air, or at least he's setting up for it. But so is Wi-Fi. He queued up 3 Tech 3 Pigeons. That's so much.
And yeah, Blast is unfortunately just throwing his Ilchis away to a bunch of T1 units. And his T2 transport is gonna drop just on time.
He doesn't seem to have the Wi-Fi bad luck.
Yeah, although we have to go and question this choice because the Stingers are already gonna be the response here. Yeah. As Wi-Fi is already on the move to go and intercept them, and there is not a single T2 mechs available to be killed, especially as the ones on the left have the PD available.
Where Stingers are probably the best gunships to have.
Yeah.
Not if you ask everyone, but they're so fast to respond to raids. Plus, they still have, the DPS per mass they have is I think very slightly better than other factions.
Okay, I mean, it seems like Vindex is gonna respond to the Loyas on his own. I mean Titans versus the threat from Wi-Fi, so that's very nice to see. And Hybrid is going for a T2 push on the right flank, although I don't agree with it. He might have some MA available, but Swato will have just enough Loyas to respond in time.
Yeah, he did get past the Swato ACU, but
actually he could have killed the 8. No, the ACU have the gun upgrade, so no, he couldn't kill it.
Yeah, there's only like, well, there's like almost 10 rhinos, but I assume that there's way more than enough E to OC. And there was a Loya right behind him as well, which you can buy a lot of time with. Like at this stage in the game, I assume you can relatively reliably OC. And that will get, like he is close to another vet, Swato that is. And he would have probably gotten a third vet as well.
Yeah, and I really like the triads from Y5 here on the middle of the left side. Making some kind of no-go zones.
One is shooting the cliff permanently, but the other one is relatively well positioned.
Yeah, and it seems like the TML unfortunately didn't work out, as the few strikers killed it.
Yeah, he's UEF, so I'm very surprised he didn't go Team ICU.
Well, he might still do it, but the problem is that Vindex doesn't have any kind of MAA in the unit mix, meaning that the Stinkers are gonna get some kind of decent value here.
I think he should focus down the... I mean, he needs to protect the Stingers. He's just charging in alone. Yes, live is air control. I think he should focus down the Titans. Like, killing some Tech-Mon spam is kinda irrelevant at this point. He kinda wants to get rid of that anyway, Vindex said this.
Well, yeah, and the T1 spam is basically free vets for the Titans, so... why use the Stingers to kill them? Just eradicate the threats of the T3 units.
I think the right side will very quickly devolve into Rick spam, because Loya versus Loya is... Funnily enough, Ricks are very strong against Loyas.
I mean, they have a very good DPS, a lot of HP and don't get stunned, and well, they have range advantage.
So Blast is still not going T3 Air. He went Autumns, but he's... You know, he's kind of trying to defend versus the Titans. I think Wi-Fi needs to be a bit more careful, because these Titan raids aren't quite working out.
Yeah, they're basically nothing but a mass nation, especially as Blast is now gonna start dropping the Autumns. That is unless the transport gets shot down by a few inties.
Yeah. The stingers on the left though are far. Oh, there's a flag out. Oh.
Yeah, but a single flag might not. Okay, there is two of them. So.
Oh, he right clicked on the. Oh, that's not. But there's also team D being made now, so. Okay, he just threw away all the stingers. So for a single T2 max, that was not
worth it at all, especially as the T2 land support factory can make the T2 engine.
A big fight in mid. Blast versus Finisterre. Blast has a TML issue and gun in Tech 2. Finisterre just has a gun and
and you have no T2 units available. Meanwhile, the
However, these versus Autumns and.
But the overcharge is basically just a free vet for him. The Autumns are
taking
the
TML hit Finisterre in the face though. He needs to be careful. Blast is trying to shoot him down.
That was a close one, but it seems like the T1 RT is also piling up the damage, one after another.
Oh, it wasn't close, so he's not dodging at all. Oh
and
my god,
it is gonna be a headshot! Boom! Shakalaka!
Boom shakalaka?
Yes! I mean, it's not often you see a TML actually hit the ACU.
Yeah.
And the big problem is actually on the right flank. We might have Svato dying through to the bricks and to hit the ACU.
Oh! Okay, he finished his upgrade, barely. Now he needs to retreat.
Yeah, but having the right clicked, and it seems like he will take a lot of damage as the bricks can just go after him.
He just inherited the mid base, which was awful timing for this to happen. Because he has to save his own life while trying to salvage mid.
Yeah, and the middle seems like it's not gonna get salvaged as the units from Blast are just gonna keep on pouring in. Even more as Vindex is gonna go and take this chance to move another army through the middle.
I think he's dead. I think he's dead. I don't understand. He was faster tech 3 than his opponent.
Yeah, but he didn't make bricks. He just made Loyas and then threw them away, trying to make a push with them. And now we have Blast really trying to run away with his ACU in transport, which was very dicey because we had ASF in the area.
Yeah, bottom team has T3 air, while top team hasn't even started. Blast just now starts his T3 air, but there's nothing else. So there's broadswords being made from Wi-Fi. He needs to try and snipe one, if not two ACUs to try to have a chance here.
Yeah, but this is gonna work out because we have already flak basically all over the place, as every army have at least few of them.
Hybrid doesn't really have a flag with him.
Yeah, but he's actually deep and hidden inside his own territory, so true. I don't think he's gonna be found there, yeah. They don't even know where the ACU is, so...
Wi-Fi's issue isn't in the most safe position, but he has a shield and quite some build power, so I think he will be completely fine. But it's mostly the mid and the bottom right that's looking a bit scary.
Yeah, I mean the middle is just scrambling. All the T2 maxes are dying one after another. And the right flank, we can also see the bricks just pushing into the corner. Eradicating one expansion after another.
Also, it seems like the total eco from Wi-Fi is lower than that of his enemies, so... that went bad so quickly. Like, Finisterre dying to the TMA issue, which he wasn't dodging, and then Swato just dying out of nowhere. That was so unnecessary, especially that Swato death.
Yeah, I mean, economy still looks decent, but the problem is just how much damage is going to be made by the armies on the middle and the right flank. Like, you can see the broadswords trying to go and clean up the raid, but it's just not working.
I mean, it will work, but he will lose a T3 region in the process. It takes too long to eat through all the HP. He might even lose... Oh no, there's a brick there as well. The T3 region actually exploded on an Autumn.
Yep, killing half the army, although there is still 2 more Autumns coming in. Okay, it's not gonna be enough.
I think losing that region is kinda inconsequential, because he's still floating 6 KE.
Yeah, even and the main base of the air factories are on the left flank, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to throw Monkey Lords. I don't think that's the right move at all. He doesn't really have the master. Right side is kinda dying. I mean, it is a bit of a Hail Mary play. So he has 4 broadswords now, but there's some T3 MAA coming out from Blast, but look at Blast ACU.
Yeah, he's playing...
He can die.
Oh, the TML is actually gonna be used.
Yeah, he's farming value.
But the problem is, if he gets spotted there, the broadswords can just come in and finish him off in no time at all.
He only has 2 T3 MAAs, but 4 broadswords will kill that. Even if you lose one of the broadswords, it's...
Okay, but it seems like Wi-Fi have no coverage at all, no radar at anything on the middle, so the ACU from Blast and from Hybrid are actually unspotted at all. Same for
Yeah.
the Vindex ACU.
I like how Hybrid is walking back home. Yeah, Hybrid is just making T3 maxes. He's making his fourth one.
I mean, he can take it easy at this point, because he will need to first amass some kind of T3 MAA units to actually make a push. As he
Yeah,
has
and
no
he
air
already did
control.
the damage at the bottom right. Except for the main base, the entire position has been overrun.
Yeah, and pushing in harder is gonna only become a muzzle nation, as he have no way to defend from those 7 broadswords. Oh, actually no, never mind. It's just a Stinger mixed in.
I like the PDs around Wi-Fi's ACU. A bit overkill, but sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Vindex has nothing on the top left, actually. If it wasn't that Wi-Fi needs to play 1v3, he could have easily raided that.
Yeah, there is no defenses, so we can just go in and basically eradicate the whole left side expansion in the north part of the map for Vindex.
I mean, that's at least a small victory.
Yep. Although it seems like with Hybrid actually now making all of the maxes, the top team is finally gonna get quite ahead compared to the bottom team in mass production.
Yep, there's T3N now as well from Blast. And actually, Wi-Fi, instead of continuing his aggregate, he made more Tech 2 support factories next to it, which are making Percy's, and I don't really think that's a winning move.
I think you would want to go and actually use the T3 air to go and
okay, he scouted Blast ACU. He's gonna go for him. But there's quite okay, Blast knows what's coming. There's not enough ASF out on the field, there's maybe like 1 or twice from Blast. So
yeah, I mean there is few MAA, but it's not gonna be enough. There's just so many gunships coming in.
Yeah. What is very important that Wifi should do, the moment Blast dies, it's actually gonna be close. Actually, never mind, he might live, he wasn't so much HP. I think Blast lives.
Yeah, the veterans are really paying off.
Oh, it's gonna be so close. No, he's dead, he's dead.
Yeah, it was still close one, but yeah. Unfortunately, the gunships were actually split properly.
Yeah, they were. So the top left dies and he snipes the HCU, but he loses all gunships.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna even out the APM game, meaning that Hybrid will have to try harder. But I feel like the top team is still in quite a comfortable position. Like, honestly, I wouldn't even mind them making a Novax right now, like...
A Novax?
Yes! I mean, there are no shields and the mechs are all over the place, and if both players actually go for it, they can make Novax in like a minute or even below.
Do you know how expensive a Novax is? Do you know how expensive that is?
36,000.
Yeah, what is their income? Hybrid is on 440.
They're on
Vindex
550.
is on 190. That's... I mean, you're true that if they literally spent all the mass on just the Novax, then... But it's not a good move.
I mean, it's a risky one, but...
Yeah, why do it? You're winning.
Well, it is true. But if you finish the Novax, you're also gonna win because you will basically eradicate all of the T3 maxes which are unshielded.
Yeah, and what about 5 strats that go for it? You know you don't have air. You only make it in like 1.5 minutes if you spend every single bit of mass on it. So you basically pass all air production, all AE production, all EA production.
I mean, yeah, getting the air production actually running is very important at this moment. And it seems like Hybrid is not doing it at all. He have inherited the T3 HQ, but is not using it to make any kind of expansion. Only a single factory working. Also, ping's happening to go and finish the Omni on the middle.
Yeah.
Which is very good choice because Wi-Fi already have its own running and have a good coverage over the whole battlefield.
Yeah, true actually. That's wait, where is it? Oh, that's all the way at the back. Wow, it still sees so much.
I mean, it's a 15 by 15 map, so yeah, you can make it basically in your base and it's gonna be fine.
Very important to realize, Wi-Fi is actually ecoing on the back of this relatively well. He's gone to 500. He's still behind, of course, but...
Yeah, but it's nowhere as bad as it was before.
Yep. Like, it's, what is it, 630 for the top team? Well... Why? Wait, I did that wrong. It's 124 plus. Yeah, it's about 600 income for the top team. 500.
Yeah, it is 613 to be honest.
Yeah, I don't have. I didn't disable Supreme Scoreboard, so I just have to go into the
Jokes on
PvP to
you.
check. I will never use that mod.
Well, sucks to be you then.
Yes.
To not have a working scoreboard.
I do. I just have to disable this one, and then it works. That's what working means. Okay, well, if I finally evac to Hope, I'm happy about that. Would have been a bit silly if he also would have just died there.
Oh, there is gonna be a really nice raid with Titans happening in the middle.
Yeah, I just noticed it as well. It seems well. There's there's
Yeah,
bottoms.
there is a bunch of bottoms.
Bottoms hard counter Titans pretty badly, and the Titans seem to have max priority, so they will just die.
I mean, they can still to make a run by and run away from the Autumns.
Yeah, but they walk into two Percies.
Well, what can I say? They have found themselves between the hard place and the... Wait, how did it go in English?
Between a rock and a hard place.
Yes.
In between a hard place and a soft place.
Exactly.
As they say. Big fight in the middle. There's a huge
Wi-Fi is gonna win this, but she's gonna pay a big price in the ASF numbers, as the bouncers are gonna get a few good hits there.
Yeah, so he's trying to stretch some armies, but the issue is it can work, but playing solo like this, you don't have the APM to properly micro them.
Yeah. Not to mention, you wanna kill the MAA first. Which is just not happening, as we can see the bouncers just adding up all of the damage on the TFR.
Yeah, but he will be able to clean that up. I would really like him to drop some of these areas with high decline across the map. The Monk Lord, however, is done, and I said I did quite like it, but I thought he would just fully focus it, well, but he egoed in the meantime, so it's kind of worked out. I thought he would just fully focus it, but he just slowly built it. So if he has that Monkey Lord to meet up with his mid army to do a big mid push, I think he can get very far with that.
Yeah, especially as the enemy team doesn't have the air control to respond to it fast.
Yeah, air production seems even, but I mean, Wi-Fi just made like 10 engineers at home, so he's gonna extend the air grid.
Yeah, and Hybrid also finally started building up the air factory numbers, which is much appreciated.
I don't like, I mean, it's also potential, it's, I guess, less risky. He's sending the Monkey Lord to the right side, Wi-Fi that is.
I don't agree with it, because there is no support for it, so he can actually die to the bunch of units belonging to Hybrid.
It is a hard decision though, because his mid-push is already so far ahead, where do you want to wait for the Monkey Lord? It's also awkward. But what's way more important, I mean, if Michael this mid-army will do wonders, but he also needs to get the security in behind it. He's pushing into autumn range with his bricks.
Yeah, that is not good. Especially as the shields are gonna make them very powerful units to deal with.
Yeah,
when they get
so
to range.
Even if he wins this fight, I think it's assassination in the end. But
yeah, because he will have to just run away.
Yeah. But Hybrid didn't really pay that much attention either. He was quite slow to react as well.
Although still, that's quite a few bricks and a single Percival dead for Wi-Fi.
Yep.
And with no engineers available, it means that Hybrid can basically get all of this mass, and there is nearly 20,000 available here.
Yeah, I mean, bottom right there's a lot of mass. Okay, he's slowly getting it. Wi-Fi that is.
Yeah, and the monkey have been actually pinged. All of the bricks are gonna run away.
That's production from Hybrid there. All the support factories. The monkey got stopped, that's a bit sad. He can definitely go in, although I'm not sure about his intel.
I mean, if the units from the left and actually link up with the one on the right, the monkey is unfortunately gonna die. Unless it's gonna be microed properly.
It needs to kind of be babysit a lot. Okay, Wi-Fi is kind of slipping up macro-wise because the amount of T3 engineers he has is now 47. And that's, I don't think he can quite, you know...
Yeah, he cannot make use of them.
He also made an SMD, which I guess he's playing it safe, but I don't think he has the luxury to do that.
Wait, he only made a single one or two? Okay, he made two, so yeah.
2 SMDs?
Yes, one on the left and one on the right side.
Oh, that's not... I don't.
I mean, that's a big investment, but you might want to protect your bases. Like, if you lose one of them, then the wall flank is most likely just gonna come crashing down.
I guess he's just playing it safe with the Monk Lord, which is also fine. He's already farmed 12k mass guild, well, it's still full HP basically, so it's doing work. This mid stuff is like the mass he donated. It's quite awkward, but he got the mass from the earlier fight on his side. And this big push from Hybrid in the mid, I think it should be killed by the bricks if Micro properly, but it's hard to say. It seems like the bricks are just kind of attack moving now, but...
Yeah, I mean, it is decent as long as the army from Hybrid is not gonna move.
I mean,
although the ammo of shield is tanking a lot of damage.
Yeah, but this is about as good as you can have it. Okay, now he moves in, but now, like, instantly he needs to retreat, but it's...
And yeah, he's gonna do it, although the Autumns are still gonna get in range as the first bricks are gonna keep on falling down, just as the shields also go down.
This should be a relatively good defense. And now this is another mass donation again from Hybrid. So another 10k mass.
But yeah, the problem is that the armies are just all over the place for Hybrid. So Wi-Fi is gonna have a pretty hard time responding. We can already see him moving the Monkey Lord to the middle.
Let's do it, Wi-Fi. I mean, this is one of the... Wi-Fi is having his mass swap. He's making T3 mass swaps. For his land factories, for adjacency purposes. Look at that.
Hi. I can see it.
Oh my god. Okay, the Monkey Lord on the right is again farming value. 17k killed now.
Yeah,
although,
the bricks have no information about it, so they cannot shoot back.
I think Hybrid is kind of fucking this up. His bottom right there's a huge army. It's fighting 4 tech from Nexus. Like, why is that army there?
It's about sending the message.
You will not be got this.
Exactly. Oh, and it seems like we will have the Megalith finally finished by Hybrid.
Yeah, it's very far in the back though, so it will take some time.
I mean, that's where the build power and everything was, so yeah, I cannot blame him for making it there.
It's very important for Wi-Fi to scout it if it gets closer, because if it gets in range of the Monk Lord will just die for free.
Yep. Also, it seems like Vinex is also joining the T3 air game. As he built the HQ on the left side.
I don't understand that. It's a 2v1. You should have one player using the air. And like, it would have been smarter if Vindex would just take over the mid fighting from Micro, and then Hybrid just focuses more on air.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a big raid on the bottom from Hybrid. I think it's gonna be a destination.
Monkey Lord is gonna be there on time, so...
There's gonna be a monkey. It's a lot of bricks, so they can kill the Monkey Lord if the Monkey Lord isn't being Micro probably, but they can make some shields and PD.
Yeah, the PDs are already being started up, so yeah. It seems like this might be a mass donation, as Hybrid have no clue about the Monkey Lord or anything else which is happening here.
Yeah, loses all the MAA by charging it. And he rushes his shield, and with his shield it should be fine.
And yeah, it seems like he's just gonna go and hide the bricks in the water puddle on the right side, which is kind of funny.
There's a fat boy on the left, and the mid fight once again is going bad for Hybrid, because he's pushing with Autumns and shields in a single lane into bricks, which just outrange him.
Yeah, not to mention the Percy's also being there, which can just finish off Autumns in no time.
For this fight to work, he needs sniper bots, so the bricks and Percy has to come to him, but he's not making them.
And yeah, and there is no answer for the
Dude, this army, this brick army at the bottom right, it's just trapped in the water.
Yes, like I said, he's just gonna run to the water and hide there and wait for better days.
Dude, he should park, like Wifi should park his army there and then just make a few Tor bombers and slowly farm the units.
Exactly, and then just reap the reclaim after killing all of the bricks.
I hope this fatty from Wi-Fi is not gonna be suicided. I mean, like he has to micro so much at once, so it's and the fatty is very.
I mean, it still have a few Percivals, so there is gonna be a need for a big army to go and kill the fat boy, unless we have some suicide Corsair push happening. Or actually, not as push would also be fine. But
yeah,
he's
also
not
reacting
to that at all.
But the fat boy is kind of just charging in. I think I think if Phoenix just pushes in, it's almost dead already. Like, the Fatboy is not even focusing the arties, right? So this is...
Yeah.
I don't like fatties in this. I don't think it's the right option at all. It's mega
Yeah,
maybe.
and the Flabberg is also getting some value there.
I don't like this. He left a single Monkey Lord to deal with the bricks on the bottom. The bricks will kill the Monkey Lord.
Yeah, they just have to go outside and just kill it and walk once again back into the base.
So there come the bombers for the Fatboy. There's a lot of build power behind it though. He's side creeping with the Fatboy, so there's some strats too, but they get a single drop. I think the Fatboy will live, and as a result, it would be a good trade. The Fatboy already got a vet, plus it's got quite a bit of air.
Yeah, and all of the reclaim is actually now gonna get scooped out by the engineers belonging to Wi-Fi, making for a really nice, well, value.
The Monkey Lord dips his toes into the water. All the bricks fire the torpedoes and oh, you're still here, oh shit, and then went back onto land.
Yeah, go back where you belong, you little spider.
Okay, the Mega is scouted by some raiding Perseus, if you can call it a raid.
Yeah, that's true. There is already 2 man-killers available. Third one is already nearly down, and also a Megalith have been queued up, so yeah.
Honestly, I mean, losing 7 Perseus just to know about that Mega worth it. That's very scary. This Fatboy, what's there to counter it? He's making his own, but it's only halfway done. He doesn't have that many support units for the Fatboy. But oh, the Monkey Lord at the bottom. Okay, it's gonna fall in seconds. It's still like 5
that
bricks.
boy is gonna get toasted.
At least the death animation will maybe damage like 5 bricks.
No, only 2 of them.
So
Although the
scary.
other monkey is gonna actually go and respond to it, so yeah, I don't think it's gonna go and fall down now, while Wi-Fi is gonna be paying attention. Being fully aware of what Hybrid is cooking in the background.
So, okay, he has another monkey to deal with it. Actually, he has 2 more monkeys.
Yep.
Okay, so this one should be able to farm the bricks, because now they're streamlining in one at a time.
Yeah,
especially
Hybrid
the
is not
on the
even,
right
no,
side.
Hybrid is just running away from the monkey lord instead of going for it. Which is, in my opinion, a mistake. You wanna go in versus the monkey, otherwise he'll just pick you off one after one.
Yeah, this rate is there is the big Mega push, but there's 2 Monkey Lords and a Mega that's being built. If the Mega
and it seems like the Farmslecie may actually die as it's not being microed at the proper time, as the Perseverals are just closing in.
There's a big chance that this will be a great fight for Wi-Fi. There's also a big chance it will be horrible.
Yeah, the
Very hard to
Percival
say.
army for Wi-Fi is also getting slowly bigger.
There's a Percy rate on the left that's kind of been ignored for now. But there's just a big push in total in the mid from Hybrid, and that's very important to stop. There's 2 Monkey Lords in total, but that Mega needs to be done. And like the Fatty does live, and it's still farming some damage.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna keep on
eventually this
farming
push
damage,
will
and
whittle
meanwhile
out.
the Fatty for Vindex have been reclaimed. As it seems they're having a small change of plans,
Oh yes.
but all of the Perseverals are nearly dead for Wi-Fi, meaning that Fatboy is the only thing standing here.
Just make Percy's from the Fatboy.
Okay, Mankillot gonna get into the range of all of the bricks and he's gonna get basically rocks.
Oh yeah, that is. He's getting defeated in detail. I think he should have let the army come further forward. Like there's a huge shift G blob of bricks. If only Wi-Fi had some
Oh no,
strats
actually
with
Hybrid
it.
is not recalling the...
Yeah, Hybrid!
No, not like this.
That's so bad!
Like all of the DPS waits, and although it seems like the Ultimus from the left flank might join up with the middle push just in time.
What a messy fight. The start was very bad, but because of this mismicro Mega, the follow-up was very good. I think Wi-Fi should be able to win this fight, and he has the backup Mega to secure the link then. There is no second Mega that's coming from Hybrid. He just went to continue with brick spam. There's a chicken being made in the mid, but it's a lot late. And the Fatty on the left is still farming some value over time. And the Monkey Lord is...
Yep, 40,000 value on that, but the monkey is also gonna go... Oh, it got the vet.
I think the Monkey Lord should have been focused on the bricks, but well, I guess now he might just focus on the Mega. Now that the Monkey Lord's...
Yeah, but the problem is that the army from the left side have all but died apart from the flags. So there is still gonna be a lot of damage done, but it seems like Hybrid is gonna respond to the land factories to go and start basically stealing the mass ASAP, which is very nice to see. But the problem is that there is one more megalith coming in.
Yeah, that mega on the right is gonna secure the reclaim field.
Actually, I think it might not secure if the megalith for Hybrid actually tanks and all of the bricks actually come in close. I feel like they can still go and win this fight here.
You're true, but right now the mega is already starting to farm the bricks. And he is a Monk Lord about done, Wi-Fi that is. And with the Monk Lord to support it, he should be able to secure it.
Yeah, it's gonna be basically very, very close to see who is gonna go and win this reclaim pile.
That reclaim field is very close to winning the game.
Yeah, it's 100 mass available here in Vrex, so yeah. Although it seems like most of the reclaim is closer to the little factories belonging to Hybrid, but he's not producing engines. Okay, he started making engines.
Yeah, well, Wi-Fi is also not producing from his factories there, so...
Yep.
Okay, another mega being constructed. The Monk Lord is idle for now. Okay, he's gonna there's so much reclaim everywhere on the map.
Oh yeah, but it seems like a few bricks are gonna get lost to the megalith. As
I think the strategy from Wi-Fi should just kill the left side base with no defenses instead of trying to go for the main base of Index.
I mean, really, he's still getting very good value just pinging on Vindex all the time.
He is, but he shouldn't be. Like, it should just... Like, there's no Titans, by the way, from Vindex, which is very weird, because she wants speeds to catch up to the Fat Boy. But the Fat Boy is getting in range of all the artists now. It needs to retreat, or it's very soon dead.
Yeah, all of the artists are actually, okay, not on the decent priority. You can see them firing at random targets. Not onto the Fat Boy.
Okay, the Monkey Lord on the right needs to go to the Mega. This reclaim field is so important. The Mega is on the... Okay, the Megas are shooting at each other, and that is great for Wi-Fi as long as the bricks don't move in, because he will win that fight, obviously. But this is... Yeah, the Monk Lord needs to get in front of that.
Also, there's some strats happen.
Wi-Fi got sabotaged by his teammates, hugely. His Mega got pinged to retreat, which it should have just finished off the almost dead Mega.
And yeah, the Mega is gonna stay alive, meaning we can basically just make it fall back, kill it and reclaim it.
There's a second Mega coming, and that will secure it, but there's also a chicken coming from through mid.
And also it seems like half of the mass is already gone, as we can see all of this little engineers grabbing all the mass they can. It's basically nearly 1000 reclaim per second happening for Hybrid, and he's using all of it. What is he building? What is he using it for? Okay, another megalith.
He's rushing more Mega, and another chicken in mid.
Yep. So the man is doing pretty good job recycling the dead units. Although I hate how he's losing more and more bricks here.
Yeah, funnily enough, it's still worth it to just throw your bricks, although he will lose a big opportunity cost. It's a little.
I mean, he's still reclaiming them the moment they die, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it can be worse. This push to the middle though is scary because there's not really a response, and that mid base seems to be quite vulnerable. Like the Megas retreated again from Wi-Fi. I don't know if, like I saw some earlier pings where I think Wi-Fi may have lost air as well, but it's hard to say. The air bits are still quite small. This Fat Boy is on 5 vets. It farms 75k mass.
There is actually 200 ASF for the top team and only 100 for the bottom team, so Wi-Fi have no air at all.
Okay. He has a huge units, but I think Wi-Fi was just stalling that much.
I mean, he doesn't have the mass compared to the other team.
Actually, doesn't he have the same mass income now?
No, I mean before, as in...
okay.
While he was trying to catch up to them, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, there is nothing stopping this push here from... And oh my god, if the chicken actually walks into the airbase, it's gonna be over.
Dude, Wi-Fi did such a good job at this point. Actually, he is in a position that's completely equal to the enemy team. But he has 3 Megas and a Monkey Lord on the right side. And his army was just out of position. Don't tell me this single chicken is somehow gonna turn it around.
I mean, he might it. Although there is still a bunch of Percivals being produced here. As there is a lot of T3 land factories available. And at the same time, the Fat Boys are just being a menace on the top side.
The Fat Boys are being a menace. I think Vindex has played this quite awfully, to be fair. Like, his opponent is playing 2v1, also air and stuff. Well, Vinex is just focused on those two fat boys, and he's not being able to properly deal with it.
And yeah, I really like the flag priority on the guns, but they're still not being microed properly, taking a lot of unnecessary
This
damage.
chicken is gonna win the game, I think. It's gonna walk into the base and a lightning storm is gonna kill so much, and I'm so scared for it. I don't want to see that. But it's
Well,
what's gonna happen.
You have the front seat to go and see it happen.
There's an air fight, which is Wi-Fi is gonna lose, but it's only because of, you know, this chicken. That's the only reason why it's happening. Ah, this is so sad to watch. It hurts. Wi-Fi was building a Novex. Oh no. Oh,
And yeah,
no.
one pigeon after another is gonna keep on exploding as the ASU is trying to build on a few tries and as a response to the big chicken, but he have to keep on running right now.
Funnily enough, he right-click Wi-Fi says. Wi-Fi, again, he's not dodging like
is
first
dead.
Stairland. Well, you know, he could have lived with dodging, but he's dead.
No,
The
I don't
sick
think so.
chicken is gonna, yeah, he could have if he ran it a bit early and just you can dodge like 80%.
I
of
mean,
chicken,
maybe.
yes. Like the
But
chicken
he
is
would
almost
still
dead.
lose the wall air grid to Datsuya.
I know that is the big issue.
And with no air available, I think that the
what a
fat boys
shame,
would
man.
be dying to the gunships, and the crabs would also be nothing more but a delicacy in shell to be picked off by the bombers.
Dude, Wi-Fi winning that would have been such an insane comeback.
I mean, that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a guile cast right there, to be honest.
I feel so bad for him. He put in so much work,
Yeah.
and
But
he was
hey,
actually doing it.
at least we have a very nice tournament on our hands, so yeah.
That's true. This means it's what is the score? 2-2?
Yeah, the score is 2-2.